Hey you guys, it's Shamira, aka Mimi. If you are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. So let me get straight into this Therapy Thursday session, okay? A great way to know if someone has the capability or the ability to love you. Observe and analyze how they take care of other living things. I'm not talking about how they take care of their car. I'm not talking about how they take care of their house or anything materialistic wise, anything that is inanimate. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about living, breathing things, okay? Living, breathing things that are not human, okay? And I thought to bring up this topic, okay? When I was talking to my sister a few weeks ago, we had a conversation about why we don't date and stuff like that, or our requirements for dating, okay? And I told her that if I was to date anyone, I would love for them to take me outside because I'm a nature person. I'm a nature gal. I'm a nature girl. Okay, I definitely like to be surrounded by the elements. I love to be in the water. So it's like take me to a beach or something like that. Take me to a park, okay? Take me to a pottery class. Take me to a gardening class, okay? It's just somewhere that I can be outdoors, outside, somewhere I can connect with nature, whether it be air or water. Take me skydiving, shit. You understand what I'm saying? Let me connect with the air element. And I told her that my requirement was to take me somewhere to connect with nature. And one of the things that I do want to do on a first date is to, I would say, plant a tree, or maybe even plant a flower. Okay, get a flower or something like that. And if a person can care for, if a man can care for and tend to that plant, that tree, that flower, okay, within 30 days, whatever long I give them to date me, whether it be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, if they can take care of that plant properly, like really tend to it and nurture it, then I would know that person and what they value, okay, the deepness of their soul, the essence of their soul, what they're all about, what they value the most. If the person can value that plant, they can value me, okay. And some people will argue like, well, I can take care of a plant, I can take care of an animal. That's nothing, because animals and plants, they need nurturing, they need love too, but they don't talk back, okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna get deeper into that. Like I said, they don't talk back. The humans talk back, and that can be a whole nother different ballpark when it comes to loving a person, caring for a person. But you really have to look at things from a higher perspective. That is egoic perception when people look at things like that. Like, well, animals don't talk back, plants don't talk back, so it's easy to care for them. No, it's not really. Not really. They may not talk back, but they do still require attention to detail. They still require for you to quiet your mind and listen to what that living thing needs. Okay, animals still need you to care for them, pay attention to details. They need you to really nurture them. Okay, just as a human is. So you really have to look at things from a higher perspective when it comes to living things. If you really want to know if a person cares for you, look at how they treat other living things. Okay, if a person can take care of a plant for 30, 60, 90 days of dating me, then I know that I can trust that person to a certain extent when it comes to caring for me. Of course, I do look at humans, I look at women as being plants. You know, you really got to tend to the soul. You have to tend to, the leaves. You have to prune the leaves if they're turning or something like that. Just like plants, as humans, we do need water to survive. We need air. We do need the sun. Okay, we also need to be loved properly. We need to be not only watered, but we need to be placed in a soul. We need to be placed in an environment that will help us or assist us in growing. Okay, that is the best environment for us to expand, to grow. Okay, so like I said, if a person can sit still enough, okay, to find out or figure out what the soul of a plant needs, with the, because sometimes when you go with plant certain things, the soul is not always the greatest. So if that soul is missing certain nutrients, just like me as a person, I'm missing certain things in my life, is that person going to be able to fill me up, or I would say replace the things that I am missing, or strengthen the things that I am missing? Okay, if they're going to put those things into my life, if the soul needs nitrogen, are you guys willing to uh, find out what can give that soul nitrogen? What can, I would say, enrich that soul? What can enrich me? You understand what I'm saying? You really have to look at yourself as a plant. And how a person tends to that plant is how they're going to tend to you. Not everyone that you guys love, just because you love them and you have the capacity to nurture or to love or to give your whole heart and to really care for something that is living, to really bring that thing to life. Some of you guys have that ability to do that, but other people around you do not have that ability. So if you guys really, really want to test someone and figure out what they value the most in life besides having that conversation with them, watch how they treat other people. Watch how they treat other living things. Do they value life as a whole? I'm not saying do they value human life, do they value animal life or plant life? Do they value life as a whole? Okay, because in some way, animals, plants, humans, we all need each other to survive. And if that person does not have the capability to do that, then that's when you know the person is not for you and they're not meant to be in your life. Some of you guys are definitely surrounded with people who will look at you as I would say, an NPC, just a backup person in their life, really not looking at you as a whole, really not looking at you on a deeper level, at a higher perspective. Their ego is still taking over, so they cannot see you outside of their own life bubble. Okay? Because I've definitely experienced a lot of people around me, whether it be friends, family, coworkers, just people I come into contact all the time. They're always heartbroken, okay, over something or someone, okay, the way people are treating them. Some of you guys are putting the pressure, or I would even say you guys are expecting a lot of things from a person that is just not there. They're not capable of doing those things because they cannot see you outside of their own life. They do not know what it is to value life. I've told my sister, like, it was situations where I had to let go of a person. They might have looked good on paper. We might have had chemistry and stuff like that. But outside of, a conversation and things like that, it sounds great when they say they value this and they value that. But to see them in real life, how they interact with the world around them, how they treat nature, they would throw something on the ground and litter. That's how I know you don't care about anything else but yourself, because how could you do that? People will interact with their external world, I would say, exhibiting or showcasing how they really feel or what they're really going through in their inside world. They will, I would say, subconsciously, unconsciously, show you certain things, what they're about, through their actions. Like I said, if a person is talking to me, they love the earth and they love this and they love that and they love people, but turn around in that same breath and talk down to another person or scream at an animal, a poor little defenseless animal. Okay, I'm talking about like pets and stuff like that. Or they, I would say, litter. Okay, throw trash on plants and stuff like that. It kind of shows what they value the most, and it's definitely not life. Okay, you really do have to start looking at people and start understanding humans, and their motivations. Like I said, their values, their morals and stuff like that when it comes to life, and how the way they are raised, the way they grew up, the way they operate, how that is going to affect you. Okay, some of you guys definitely have people around you who will say one thing but behave another different way. You really do have to pay attention to their behavior over top of what they're saying. Realize who you guys have around. Realize who you guys are looking for love from. Okay, what you guys are looking for love from. That's what I meant to say. Okay, I almost got my words tongue tied, but um, that's what I wanted to say today. There's a lot of people who I have met. Like I said, I had to let them go. No matter how much chemistry we were having, no matter how much we were vibing, when I saw the way that they just treat the world, how they treat other people, how they treat animals and stuff like that, kind of really turned me off. Okay? And like I said, if a person cannot tend to a plant, they cannot love something that does not talk back to them, um, then they're not going to love you. They do not have that capacity to love you the way you feel like you need to be loved. Okay? And it was a way that I put it. It was a certain analogy that I said, if they can't take care of a person, they can't take care of a plant, they cannot take care of a woman, they cannot take care of me. If you can't sit still enough to listen to, connect with that plant, that thing that is not talking to you, you cannot talk to that plant by observing, okay, by looking at the soil, by looking at what it needs, by realizing that, hey, the leaves are turning brown, it may need more sunlight, or I may need to fix certain things in the oil and in the soil to enrich it. Okay, if you cannot quiet your mind, quiet yourself, quiet your inner world enough to care for something that is not talking to you and telling you what it needs, then you cannot care for me. Because sometimes, like I said, women, people, humans, we're just like plants. Sometimes we can tell you what we need, sometimes we can't. And it's kind of up to you as a person to figure out what it is that we need. Okay, what it is that will uh, I would say help me to grow. Sometimes people don't always know what they need, and sometimes it's up to the person around them or people around them to see that and to help them nurture those things, or to help them strengthen those weaknesses in their soul and their foundation, to help them expand, to help them grow, to help them flourish. And I also heard this argument that some people will give me, like, what was it? It was something really, really funny, and I laughed at it. I know what it was. It was like, I heard a guy tell me before, because I did give him the plant analogy. He told me, he was like, well, plants are different from people. Okay, like I said, the main thing was, he told me that plants can't talk. It's easy for them to take care of a plant, but when it comes to a human, no. I'm like, no, no, that's not what it is. I do believe that humans and plants are in some way the same. Okay, whenever you have a woman, you cannot worry about a woman and what she's going to give you, what she's not going to give you. Women will automatically multiply whatever you give them, whether it be negative or positive. They will multiply that, same as a plant. Once you tend to that plant, you tend to that soil, you tend to that tree, whatever you guys are going to tend to, it will flourish, it will grow, it will yield you all the fruits of your labor. Same thing as a woman. Don't worry about if a woman's going to give back to you automatically. If you are loyal enough, if you are giving to her the way she needs to be given to, if you are nurturing her, caring for her the way she needs to be cared for, she will automatically give you those things. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to make her prove that. And some of you masculine, some of you guys that are watching definitely need to hear that. And a few feminines, some of you women need to hear that too. Do not allow these men, do not allow these people, whoever you are into, to make you feel like you have to prove your worth or prove that they're going to get something back, okay, in order for them to care for you and love you properly. No, it's an automatic. I'm automatically going to be loyal enough to you because you did care for me the way you care for me, to give you whatever you gave me in return plus more. That is automatic. I don't have to say it out loud. I don't have to prove that. And if someone is making you prove their value, or making you prove your value to them in order for them to properly care for you and take care of you and to love you, then that person does not belong in your vicinity. They do not belong around you. They shouldn't be caring for you guys at all. Okay? So that is what I wanted to say for this Therapy Thursday. I kind of got distracted because I had my son's school call me already. I just dropped him off. Okay, so it's definitely early. I literally just dropped him like 30 minutes ago. It's like 8 in the morning. Okay, so yeah, if you guys got something from this message, of course, take it. If not, it is what it is. I ain't mad at you guys, but I want you guys to know that I'm going to start putting out more of these random messages, because I felt like it is needed in the collective. Okay, sometimes we kind of get lost in our own little worlds, and we can sometimes get stuck in certain circumstances that we feel like, we don't have a proper solution. Okay, so allow me to give you guys certain solutions to some of your problems that you guys could be facing. Not all of you guys are facing this issue or have experienced this issue, but I do feel like it is more beneficial for the collective for me to put out these messages rather than a lot of pick of cards. And that's why I kind of slowed down on the pick of cards, and I kind of skimped on the topics, okay, because I do feel like it's not really needed at this time. Okay, and I need to uplift the collective, okay, to inspire them, to motivate us, because I am part of the collective. And yeah, this is why I decided to put out this message today. Once again, if you guys can get something from this message, take it. If not, it is what it is. I ain't mad at you, but yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking and what you guys have been up to. Okay, because I do not mind having a small little conversation. And yeah, I don't know if you guys celebrated it, but I was it is Earth Day. It is Earth Day today. No, it's not today. It was Tuesday. But my son's school is going to celebrate it on Friday. Okay, which is tomorrow. But yeah, and there's a reason why I grabbed this shirt. I think it's an Earth Day shirt. I was drawn to it, and I was thinking about the plant analogy when it comes to dating. So yeah, let me get up off of here. I'm talking too much, but I definitely will see you guys next time. Bye.